Hey guys, this is Grant here and welcome back to another Grant at Work video. In today's video, we got a big cleanup job. So we got a customer who reached out wanting a cleanup job for their backyard and front yard. They're actually one of my normal mowing customers and they're very good about paying on time and stuff like that. And they're honestly such a nice customer in all fairness. So they want to get the front done and back done, and they want to get their planters done, which is a big thing you'll see actually here. So we got 3 planters like this. So they got some weeds in here. You can see they got some mulch, but they're kind of on the overgrown side. So they want this cleaned on out and weeded, and then they want mulch laid down. Luckily, the mulch in itself is pretty cheap still because yeah, if you buy in bulk, it's cheap. And especially right now, I'm surprised because usually the deal ends in like March, but it's May now and they still have that mulch deal going on. So I don't know, it might be different for your area, but yeah, I'd be curious to see what you guys say. You just have mulch deals in your area or not? But we got this side too, and you can see where all the weeds are primarily at. Like on this side here, it's really bad. So we're gonna weed out all this, clean out these planters, and lay down black mulch because the yard doesn't grow too much. It's pretty slow. So usually I cut like a 4 to 3.75 to maintain the health of it. But I feel like having black mulch instead of brown will add more detailing and make the yard look really sharp. So we're gonna need to collect this pile of twigs and then remove all these weeds here and then lay down mulch afterward. And then we gotta do some actual small tree removal on the fence line here because we got a lot of these saplings and stuff like that popping out. So you can see on this side especially, we're gonna clean that on out. So the front side isn't that bad in all fairness. The back side is where we're gonna have to do a lot of work, and I mean a lot of work, which I'll show you guys that next. All right, so the back side here is gonna be a lot of work. So you can actually see all around this area here, it is quite overgrown. Usually we just mow this area right here below me because the reason why we mow this part is just because it's really easy to maintain. And I can't really mow the back since I don't know what is actually going on back there. So you can see like all of this has a bunch of saplings growing, some decorative decor. So we're gonna have to clean the fence line here all the way down there to the saplings and then clear out the brush. And once we do all of that, we'll be able to like collect any debris, mow, and then just go from there. Because you don't know what's under here, and you don't want to mow in this kind of stuff because if you mow and you run into something, that could be like a $300 or $400 repair. So yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of work back here to say the very least. Overall though, I don't think this job will take hopefully too long. At best case, it's like a few days, but we'll see what happens of course with that though. So you can see how back here, how deep it goes. It goes pretty far back. And you can see how overgrown it actually is. It's like a little jungle back here. It doesn't feel like this is someone's backyard. It just feels like a complete different terrain altogether. So it's gonna be interesting to see like once we're done with this, how this actually turns out, because this should look really nice once we're good. But hopefully though, there won't be like any bricks or anything weird back here that I have to collect and stuff like that, because that stuff is just annoying. Yeah, hopefully there's no bricks or tires. I don't think that'll be the case though. Where the heck is this cable going? Why is every single dog and their mother trying to throw hands? Oh, he got off the leash. Okay, the first thing I gotta do is get rid of these limbs because there's so many of these things. This tree on the left side of this house just drops limbs every single day. Sticks are collected. I just need to start blowing next, the leaves and stuff, and I'll do some collecting with that later. I forgot to put this gate in here and it's stuck on my blower. Fun. Okay, so I just finished up weeding on the front and on the side of the house here, which I'll show you guys that here. The thing with it is that it's kind of like brick-like, so there's a lot of crevices, so there's a lot of weird weeds. So I pretty much told the customer, I'm like, hey, I have some extra Roundup in stock. Do you guys want it? I won't charge for it because like I bought a ton recently in bulk for a different project and I still have a ton left over. So that's cool. So you can actually see right here where all the weeds have been removed. You can see it looks very clean, open canvas kind of look to it. So you can pretty much do whatever you want. So if she approves the Roundup, then I'll start laying some of it down to touch it up on the roots here because like it's super open now. And then you can see on the opposite side here as well, where we cleared it on out, removed the weeds, blew out the actual leaves and stuff like that. And so we just need to lay down mulch, but I'm really hoping she approves the Roundup because I think the Roundup long-term will be super nice. And then same thing here. My most annoying thing about these kind of yards is that these little green Dippin' Dots, them little lights, you gotta be careful because you don't wanna punch them out of the ground, which would suck. So I think this spot particularly is gonna need the most Roundup because there is so much junk that like weed-wise with the roof. It poison ivy, so I cleaned it off so the poison ivy isn't climbing on the house anymore. But I definitely think applying a thick layer of Roundup here will be excellent. So the next thing I'm gonna need to do is clean up the fence line here on this side, the little sapling, cut that down. I'm just gonna use this thing right here, just do that around the spots because like that's all I can really do about it. Okay, there we go, we got that. Okay, so I just finished up doing a dump run. I'm finally back. I've already gotten started working on the back, so I haven't done the fence line yet, but I need this to clear out the back area first here. That's the first thing I'm going to do. I've already gotten like a start on it, and luckily my Milwaukee tool is just really good. I use it to trim branches and stuff like that, but I can cut small trees with it. So I'm already kind of cleared the ground with it. You can see it's just been cut down. I'm gonna have it deforested in just a bit here, but it shouldn't take me hopefully too long. Maybe get everything done today, and then I just need to do mulch, debris removal, and then a dump run, and I think I'll be good. But I think everything will be done by tomorrow. We'll see though. So I got here is my normal Milwaukee tool, and then I just got a pole saw on it, and I can just kind of cut everything to the ground with this. It's been working really well. The only problem is these bigger trees. There's some bigger ones that just get in the way that are not like easy to chip down. So like I have to use a different thing on this. Okay, the next thing I need to do is start collecting all this debris. So I'm gonna start collecting this, and I gotta go get my mower later. The dice one more thing down, but I strung my guitar, cried the scene. So what I'm gonna do is use my small handsaw for these smaller trees, like that one right there, and then should be able to do this for most of them. I'm honestly not too sure if she wants that or not. That's my thing. Me personally, I cut that to the ground. That's just a me thing, though, that weird little thorn bush thing. But yeah, I don't know if they want it. That's a rock. I thought this was a stump. I walked on it multiple times. I was like, why is it not shifting? And it's legitimately a giant rock. My question is, how many of those are like that? Hopefully not too many. A lot of these small concrete brick ones. Right now I'm just stepping my foot to see if it shakes. It's a rock at this point. So all I'll do next is get my weed whacker and do the next step. Touch up back here and then try to touch up the fence if I can to the best degree because it's not gonna be 100% perfect, unfortunately. Oh, I forgot that spot. I'm gonna start loading this on the trailer, then I'm gonna go get my other mower, and then I'm gonna cut this down to the ground one more time, and then we should be good. And then the only thing I need to do is the front for mulch. Okay, so I finally finished up. I was actually able to finish up last night around like 8:40ish. It was still like had daylight out, thankfully, but the forest is all done. So So you can actually see I cleared out the whole forest line here. So I made sure to pull out any rocks, figure out where any stumps are at. So what I can do now, since the whole forest is cleared out, I can actually start mowing this consistently for the customer. It'll turn out great. So what's gonna be the case is like I just mow consistently throughout the season, and now we'll knock it back down to even lower level. I'll probably do a 3.75 or a 3.5 depending on the situation with it. There's certain areas I gotta adjust because the stumps I didn't mark on map, but honestly this full whole area has been absolutely cut down. Like that forest area just did not survive at all. So yeah, there's other machines I can use that get like a better, like cleaner look, but using our mower lady here will be more than enough to maintain it. The only thing I was not able to fully fix though is this ivy, decorative ivy, to get rid of, because what happened was I was using the weed whacker to chip it on down. You can see where I was doing it. However, some left some marks like this kind of stuff, left those marks. I just decided not to mess with this decor because by the time I started weed whacking it, even didn't get rid of most of it. So it's like I was kind of damaging the fence more than anything else. So I just said, we're not doing that, whatever. But I did remove the poison ivy. So most of the poison ivy has been perfectly clear on the fence line here. So there's actually nothing on the fence line. There's a little bit there. Actually, that might be there's something I cut already. But you can see there's nothing on the fence. The fence is super clean. The trees are there. They're gone. And then the other thing was the fence line. We actually did do the fence line and stuff on the opposite side here. And we also finished up mulching last night too. Luckily, I just got like 25 bags of ground I bought in bulk. And I got it for $60, which is awesome. Just the shipping fees like another $25 because I do the shipping. I like charge my customers every time I go pick up the mulch $25. So overall, the total time and money spent for that was like $85, but still 25 bags of black mulch for $6. I got a good deal on that, really good deal. So you can see here that tree and stuff like has been diced down. That's just kind of leaves and stuff like that. I'm gonna touch it up a little bit, but you can see the fence on here, no poison ivy on it, looks super clean and stuff, and that's just the tree from a limb. I did do some tree trimming so that way it's not like in your face right here. It's like gives you shade still without being in the way. All along the fence line here, that poison ivy is gone. There is a chain mail part on the opposite side that's from their side and this side, and so the decor plant has grown on top of it with poison ivy. So my issue with this is I can't really remove it because of the fact that if I weed whack this, it's just gonna ruin my whack, and it's kind of hard to get rid of it. So I can't do much about this, so I just decided to leave it alone. And yeah, there's not much else to be said about this. However, we did the mulch, and the mulch turned out absolutely fantastic, which I will show you some video of that right here. And so everything with this job went really good. I was expecting it to take way longer. I was expecting to go into next day and do even more stuff, but thankfully that wasn't the case. So we are chilling for the time being. So I gotta start mowing on this Thursday. It's Tuesday currently, so I have one day to myself. So I'll probably use that day to edit. But if you guys find this video interesting though, or even enjoyed, make sure to smash the like button, get subscribed so you miss another work video. And I'm gonna pick up my gear, clock out. I'm off the clock.